This is your second stimulus check update and your second stimulus package update as of Sunday, December 27th. We have yet another demand from Donald Trump, and this changes negotiations again, because we're still trying to get a response from the Republicans about the first demand on raising the stimulus checks to $2,000 for qualifying adults. Leader Mitch McConnell still hasn't responded to Trump's first demand. President Trump's new demand states he is actually demanding $2,000 plus $2,000 for dependents, not like the first $600 in the first demand. That being said, the president is now increasing his stimulus demand. Although that would help out so many American people, and I'm all for it, but in my opinion, it only pushes us farther from a deal being made. I'm really curious what everyone thinks about this new demand, so leave a comment with your thoughts on this so I can see what some of you guys think. Let's go over the $900 billion stimulus package that includes the $600 stimulus checks. If he signs the bill, that means that the stimulus bill will pass. But if President Trump vetoes the bill, that means he is rejecting the bill. If Trump vetoes the bill, then Congress would have the opportunity to stop the veto, and then we will get the stimulus package, which includes $600 stimulus checks. In order to stop the president's veto, the House of Representatives and the Senate would need to vote again. Also, if Trump vetoes the bill, it would most likely be stopped because the House of Representatives were in favor of the stimulus bill 359 to 53, and the Senate was in favor of the stimulus bill 92 to 6. That being said, with those results, it would most likely stop a veto by President Trump. So if President Trump decides to veto the bill and the Congress stops the veto, then the stimulus package would pass and the American people would end up with $600 stimulus checks. But if the president does nothing, then the stimulus bill would die. From the time President Trump receives the stimulus bill for him to sign off on, President Trump has 10 days to make a decision. If Congress stays in session for those 10 days and the president does nothing, then the bill automatically becomes law. But if Congress does not stay in session for those 10 days, then the bill automatically dies. The politicians voted on and approved the bill on Monday, December 21st. The politicians sent Trump the stimulus bill for him to sign off on 3 days later on Christmas Eve, December 24th. Therefore, the 10-day window countdown begins on December 24th when he received it, giving President Trump until January 4th. Giving President Trump until January 4th to make a decision on what he is going to do. If you remember, we just had the elections in the House of Representatives and the Senate, and those new politicians are coming into office on January 3rd, which takes Congress out of session. Remember, if Congress goes out of session before the 10-day window, then the bill automatically dies. So if President Trump does nothing, the stimulus bill dies, and there will be no stimulus package, meaning there will be no stimulus checks of $600. So we get nothing. The House and Senate voted on and approved the stimulus bill on Monday and sent the bill to Trump on Thursday. If they would have sent the bill to the president on Tuesday or even Wednesday, then the 10-day window would never be an issue. Man, what were these politicians thinking? I also want to go over what happened a few days ago when the politicians voted on a $2,000 stimulus check instead of the $600 stimulus check. Nobody really put up a fight on either side. Nancy Pelosi didn't even care to show up to fight for the stimulus checks. She made Congresswoman Debbie Dingell from Michigan stay behind in D.C. to be her fill-in. The leader of Republicans in the House, Kevin McCarthy, didn't bother showing up either. We know on Tuesday, President Trump described the stimulus package as a disgrace and said he will not sign the stimulus bill. Trump is demanding that the politicians get rid of the wasteful and unnecessary spending like foreign aid and special interest provision and increase the stimulus checks to $2,000. And like I explained yesterday, within the stimulus bill, there is $89 million for the Senate to purchase new furniture. Well, it looks like the Democrats are backing President Trump in his demand for $2,000 stimulus checks. Many Republican politicians are furious with President Trump. On a conference call on Wednesday, Representative Dan Bacon of Nebraska said Trump, he threw us under the bus. It's starting to get a little sketchy, huh? Wednesday morning, the Republicans tried to modify the government funding bill to reduce the foreign aid, rightfully so, but Nancy Pelosi rejected that request. With that being said, if you're enjoying this update, consider subscribing to show support during the holidays and for more daily updates as they come. That's today's news. Please drop a like to help with the algorithm. And like I said before, hit that subscribe button for more updates. Thanks for watching and happy holidays. See you on the next one.